The mining settlement on Tethos 9 was never meant to have ceremonies or holy sites. It was a place of drills, machines, and survival. Yet the Cathra, who had arrived generations before humanity, had established both rituals and sacred ground. Jared Thorne had learned quickly during his assignment to respect traditions he didn't fully understand. That respect shattered the instant a child screamed. Jared dropped his survey scanner and ran, boots pounding across the rust-red dust. The Cathra crowd parted as he pushed through, tall, violet-skinned figures with glowing eyes that reflected fear and shock. At the center of the gathering yawned the Pit of Ascension, a ceremonial chasm plunging 200 meters into darkness. 15 meters down, clinging desperately to a crumbling ledge, was Lyran. The Cathra child's fingers scraped against stone, one hand still clutching a ritual offering that should have been placed gently at the edge. Her crystalline eyes, too large for her fragile face, locked onto Jared's. "Hold on," he shouted, already searching for rope, tools, anything. "The depths are forbidden," Elder Voros intoned beside him, his voice ancient and unyielding. "What falls into the Pit of Ascension must complete the journey. It is law." "She's a child," Jared snapped. "She is Cathra," the elder replied. "This is our way." Lyran's grip slipped another centimeter. Her terrified whimper tore through Jared's chest. Humanity had lived on Tethos 9 for 5 years, building infrastructure, trading carefully, respecting cultural boundaries. Jared knew the rules. Non-interference. Cultural sovereignty. 17 subsections of protocol echoed in his mind. He jumped anyway. Instinct took over as he hurled himself downward, twisting midair toward the ledge. His shoulder slammed into stone, pain exploding through his body, but his hand found purchase. His other arm swept out just as Lyran's grip failed completely. She weighed almost nothing. Hollow-boned. Fragile. Jared pulled her close, feeling her heart race against his chest. Above them, shocked Cathra faces stared down, silhouetted by the crimson sun. "I've got you," Jared whispered. The ledge gave way. They fell together into the ancient darkness of the pit. Pain dragged Jared back to consciousness. It burned through his chest and radiated outward, as if molten light coursed through his veins. He opened his eyes to darkness, except it wasn't complete. His skin was glowing. Luminous lines traced across his arms, chest, and shoulders, forming intricate patterns that shifted and pulsed. Scales. Wings. A serpentine shape that seemed to breathe with every heartbeat. Human Jared Thorne. The voice came from everywhere and nowhere, vast and timeless. "You have violated the Pit of Ascension. You have broken sacred law. You interfered with the trial of choosing." Jared pushed himself upright, wincing. His body felt battered, but nothing appeared broken. Beside him, Lyran stirred, her eyes blinking open. "Is she alive?" Jared croaked. "The child lives because of you." A figure emerged from the darkness, 3 meters tall, composed of shadow and starlight, its eyes blazing like twin suns. Not Cathra. Not human. Nothing Jared had ever seen. "The Pit of Ascension is where Cathra youth prove their worth," the being said. "Trial by endurance. By courage. By survival." "That's barbaric," Jared growled. "That is selection," the entity replied calmly. "That is how species endure the cruelty of the universe. It circled them slowly. But humanity does not believe this. You protect the weak. You save the fallen. You throw yourselves into death for those not of your kind." "It's called compassion," Jared said. "It is called foolishness," the being answered, yet something like amusement flickered in its eyes. "In 10,000 cycles, no being has entered the pit to save another. Not Cathra. Not Vin. Not Shikel. Only humanity, fragile, short-lived humanity, performs such acts of magnificent stupidity. The being pressed a hand toward the blazing mark on Jared's chest. Heat surged. You were judged not by survival, but by choice, it said. And you chose sacrifice over law. Action over fear. Its form sharpened, revealing draconic features. I am the keeper of the pit. The mark flared brighter. This mark, the keeper continued, belongs to the ancient protectors, those who placed themselves between innocence and oblivion. It has not been granted in 3,000 years. The glowing symbol burned into Jared's flesh, alive with power. It grants you passage through all Cathra sacred ground, the keeper said. It names you shield brother to our people. And it declares to the universe that humanity may yet remind the elder races of what we have forgotten. The pit walls began to glow, revealing handholds that had never existed before. Climb, Jared Thorne. Carry the child to the surface. Let her people see what you have become. The keeper faded into darkness. Let them fear, and wonder, at a species that would leap into the abyss for a single child. Jared climbed, Lyran secured to his back. Each glowing grip felt like salvation. Every meter upward defied the universe's cruelty. The dragon mark blazed, lighting the darkness around them. When they emerged into the crimson sunlight of HFY, silence fell over the gathered Cathra. Elder Voros stepped forward, his luminescent eyes locked on the burning symbol. You bear the dragon's brand, the elder whispered, dropping to one knee. The entire gathering followed. The shield brother has returned. Jared looked down at Lyran, alive and whole. She met his gaze and smiled, the first Cathra smile he had ever seen. I just did what anyone should, Jared said quietly. No, Voros replied, rising slowly. You did what only humanity would do. The mark pulsed once, then settled into a steady glow, a permanent reminder that true strength sometimes means breaking the law for the right reason. And that humanity's refusal to ignore suffering might be its most terrifying power of all.